Yo, what is up, guys? This is your boy Ice coming at you from Boom Tactics. Now, today, it took us a minute to upload it because I wanted to play test it thoroughly. At least kind of see how it was, fully. But today we have our $30 budget Shaddoll deck. Now, this thing is actually pretty fun. Has a lot of cool stuff it can do. And honestly, it's a very fun deck that I'm excited to be playing in the future. But, let's get straight to it. So now, basically, we're going to start off first here with 3 Windy. So Shaddoll Windy. She is probably the best card in the entire deck. She searches out and special summons pretty much every one of your other Shaddolls. You're going to be comboing off a lot with either sending her to the graveyard or activating her flip effect to special summon one of your Shaddolls. Absolutely. You can play her at 2. It really depends because you can't search her out with other Shaddolls because she doesn't count as Shaddoll because of her name. But I suggest playing at 3. 3 is your best results, at least for me. 2, if you want to try it out. 2 didn't. I liked seeing her more often. 2 because you can't search her. But 2 wasn't bad. So next we got Ariel. Ariel pretty much gets all your banished monsters as a combo you can pull off, banishing your construct, and then getting it back with her and special summoning it. If you play that hand right. Ariel's a pretty good card. One of the better of the 3 that we got added. The other one's not very good, and I don't play it. But yeah, she's pretty good. I would suggest 2, maybe even 1, but 2 for better kind of play and kind of be able to get back and kind of playing with her. 2, definitely for sure. Now for your main OG Shaddolls, we're going to be running 2 Shaddoll Beast. Pretty much your free draw cards, fantastic cards. 2 Shaddoll Dragons, absolutely amazing. Send them to the graveyard and destroy a spell or flip, and you can return a card to the hand. Pretty good. 2 Hedgehog, 2 great cards. Squadama, fantastic, and 1 Shaddoll Falco. You see him, he's not too bad. It works all this is pretty self-explanatory. You can play with the numbers if you like, but these are I suggest the best numbers. Falco for sure at 1. I don't see any point of putting him at more. So next, just because we need lights in the deck to get Construct out, we're going to be playing 3 Trick Clown. You can mess around with them. I've seen some people play at 1. I suggest just 3 because these are sending him to the graveyard foolish or something. Get special summon him with his effect. Pay 1,000, special summon him. Not too bad. It allows you to get pretty much Construct on the board and having fodder pretty much for your links. Pretty good. You only have about you only have about 1 link in here. You can't really use it, but it's mostly for your Construct. Next, we're gonna be playing 3 Mathematician. Pretty simple. You send any one of your Shaddolls to the grave with it. You can send one of your Performer Pal or Performer Mages with it, and yeah, pretty obvious. 3 Mathematician. You always want to see it. Helps you get your combo started, or at least kind of get what you need to the grave to proc something. Pretty much allows you to search. Next, 1 Cerberus, and then 1 Armageddon Knight. Armageddon Knight, same thing. Send 1 Dark Monster to the grave. Proc your effects. He's good just for dealing with monsters you don't like. So pretty good. And then kind of alternate win conditions are helping you out. Now, Dark Arm Dragon or Dad, BLS. You can't go wrong with these. The deck is easily, especially with being able to get your Performer Mage to the grave. You summon him. All your deck is darks. And then with Dad, same thing. You have 3 darks in your grave. Easy summon. Amazing cards. You can kind of play with Lava Golems if you want and kind of try to put those in. But for the most part, having like your Dark Arm Dragon and this should be good. The only thing I would suggest maybe adding and taking out I would say maybe taking out Cerberus and then putting in Lava Golem if you can deal with it. But if you guys want to try that, I suggest, because without Lava Golem in the deck, you can't summon one of your extra deck monsters, and it kind of adds a hindrance. So I would suggest trying Lava Golem. He is actually pretty good. So next for the spells, because that was all the monsters, we're going to be going with Shaddoll Fusion. Now, this card is absolutely amazing, completely broken. Honestly, like this meta, so what this card does is pretty much it's your main fusion card, but if your opponent has any extra deck monsters on the field, you can fusion summon from your deck as well. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Super great card. Have to play at 3. Next up is right up here again. 3 Shaddoll Fusions. El Shaddoll Fusions. Pretty much your quick play fusion card. Fuse your Imperial's turn. Bring out Windy if you have to. Or if you haven't already, bring out something else. Freaking fantastic card. Next up, because you're always trying to fuse. Super Poly. Super Poly, another amazing card, obviously. Doesn't really need explanation. It's Super Poly. Next up, for pure draw power in the deck, we're going with Allure of Darknesses. Now, because this is only, just 3 structure deck build, you can replace this later on with other cards, but honestly, it's just there for the draw power. You don't always want to be banishing. It kind of messes up with the flow of your base, or your main, what trying to set up the graveyard, but not bad for your draw power. Next up is last spell, Foolish Burial. Obviously, draw into this, send whatever you need to the grave, even if you're Windy starter, and you pretty much have game. And last, only your pretty much last trap cards. Shaddoll Core. This kind of makes up if you don't add Golem, Lava Golem, because this can become any attribute you need to, and you can substitute it for any monster. So, you can try this out too. 2, I drew it a little bit too many times, and it wasn't helpful when I needed it to be. But 1 was actually pretty good. Then now one of the best cards, almost in your whole deck besides for your fusion card, Shaddoll Incarnation. It pretty much flips your cards up and down and allows you to special summon Shaddoll in your graveyard to the field, and you can pretty much up or down flip it. And this card's pretty much amazing, and you can recycle this with some of your other cards, and absolutely fantastic card. One of the best cards they probably came out of the set for these guys. So that's pretty much the entire main deck. You guys can play around with the numbers, but use this kind of as a guide, I guess, to how you want to build it. So extra deck. So with the extra deck, you can't really play this without, I'm going to say, spend the extra $5, get a Cross Sheep. This card will absolutely extend all of your combos. This card is only saying $5, $6. If you're gonna get the structure deck, get this card. It extends all your combos and kind of makes this deck absolutely playable, because you're always going to be playing for this, summoning some of your other stuff to continue your combos and try to get your Windy pretty much out on the field with this kind of combo. And I suggest you totally, spend the extra $5, because if not, this deck is really slow with just this, so you might as well spend the extra $5-$6, get the card, and have even more of a playable deck. But to start off, we're going to be running 3 El Shaddoll Construct. Absolutely amazing card. Continues your pretty much extender. Fantastic card. One of your biggest, pretty much one of your powerhouse cards in the whole deck. Fantastic. Yeah, I would suggest 3. If you're making a bigger build or more legit build, I would say 2, but for this, 3. It's nice seeing them all the time, and if your opponent can keep getting rid of them, you can keep bringing them out. So this is what I'm talking about right here. 2, Grista. He combos off amazingly with Winda. Pretty much negates a summon, but you need to have a fire attribute. So either your Shaddoll Core or having a Lava Golem, and you pop freaking, what's it called? Shaddoll Fusion. If your opponent controls an extra deck monster, you pop this fusion summon from your deck. Even if you don't have Golem in your hand or anything, you use this fusion summon. Absolutely amazing. And you combo it well with your window. Your opponent can't do anything, and pretty much you negate their only special summon, and it's fantastic. So next we're gonna go with, what is it? Oh yeah, Al Capone. I think I'm saying that right. Fantastic cards. I only run 2. You can run it more because we kind of left room in this. I would say 3 Shaddoll Winda. I just don't have the other one with me right now. 3 Shaddoll Winda, that'd make 13. So 3 Shaddoll Winda, fantastic card. Your opponent's going to continuously have to get rid of this, and if you have 3 of them, it's ridiculous. She can't be destroyed by card effects. So Lightning Storm doesn't work on her. 2 of Shikanaga. Absolutely great card too. It pretty much works as a what's it called? I forgot. Pretty much it destroys a monster, quick effect, fantastic. Now this is up to you how you want to run it, but 2 Shaddoll constructs. Now pretty much what it lets you do as main effect is that during your main phase every turn you can fusion summon. Now if you don't want to go out and get the cross sheep, you're pretty much going to be summoning this and using this itself as fusion material to swap out with your Windy or with whatever you're trying to summon. You're going to be swapping out with this to kind of be used as fusion material. But it requires 2 flip monsters. That's the only thing. So you have to be careful how you summon this or what you're going to be using. So yeah, just look out for that. I said 2 construct, and then last but not least, your cross sheep. I suggest it does not come with the set. I wanted to say this again. It does not come with the set, but spend an extra $5. I really recommend just spending an extra $5 because this will make this deck go even beyond what it can do with just this. You spend an extra $5, you summon this. Bring out your extra, because for extra monster, you can bring out literally her or something else. Fusion summon. Bring out her with the fusion summon. Fusion summon. You bring out whatever you need to. Construct, Windy, whatever. Special summon another monster. Extend your combo. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is just a budget deck, and you can really kick some butt with it. So that's pretty much the build. Besides for that, this is just the budget build. I have some ideas and stuff that we're going to be bringing out later on for a fully competitive build. But for now, that's just what I suggest for this build. This deck is absolutely, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, and you can beat people. You can win with it. It's just, you got to learn it. You got to take your time. And, you know, this is just $30 build. You know, $35 if you count the cross sheep. But even without cross sheep, it can still pull out some amazing hands and awesome boards and really just mess with your opponent and force them to have to get around it. But other than that, yeah, guys, this has been your boy Ice with first ever deck build on the channel. And we're pretty excited and we can't wait to do more of these. But yeah, this is Ice signing out. Adios.